Good morning, dear students. How are you all? I hope you are all doing good. So, in the last classes, we have discussed about the history and geography. So, today, let us start the social and political life. The first lesson in social and political life is the variety and depth of diversity. First, what is diversity then? So whenever we move out, we see a peoples. So the peoples are belongs to the varieties of their peoples are varieties of the taste. They belongs to different social backgrounds. They practice the different religion. So they spoke the different languages. They practice the different cultures, customs, and traditions. This set of differences and variety is known as a diversity. Then, what a fact of human life in diversity? What a fact of human life in diversity? So, this diversity is also found in the human society. The man lives in the society, as we know that the man lives in the society. Why the man lives in the society? Because he cannot fulfill all his needs by himself. So he need to depend on other for the fulfill the needs, various needs. So we can take one example why how we are depending on each other. So as we know that the farmers is produce the grains. What the farmer produce the grains that not only used by himself, farmer. So even it is utilized by the others also. At the same time, the farmer also depend on other to fulfill the other needs. So how? For example, if he gets sick, he need to meet the doctor. If he want to get the education, so he depend on the teachers and institutions. So if you want to construct the buildings or other things, he need to depend on building materials. And to wear the clothes, he need to depend on the weavers. Like that, so all the peoples are interdependent on each other. The peoples are interdependent on each other. And the man is called a social animal. Why the man is called a social animal? Because the peoples are dependent on each other. We live in the society. We are practicing it. We are belongs to the different social group. We are practicing a different culture. We are practicing a different religions. So we are belongs to the different community. But essentially, we are saying that we are all humans. And as we know that India is the seventh largest country in the world. Which is the largest country then? The Russia is the largest country in the world, and in terms of area, India is the seventh largest country in the world. And there are many regions are there. See, this is the political map of India. There are many regions are there. And each region has its own culture, has own languages. For example, if we come to the Karnataka, Kannada is the language. If you go to Tamil Nadu, Tamil is the language. If you go to Kerala, so Malayalam is the language. Like that. So each region of our country has its own culture, language, food habits, literature, dances, music, etc. So these are all the diversities have enriched the India's culture and traditions. Okay. So then what are the factors influence on the diversity in India? So there are mainly two factors influencing the diversity of in India, diversity in India. Which are the two factors? One is geographical factors and one more is historical factors. The geographical factors and historical factors influence a diversity of the region. Okay, so when we see physical map, there are two types of maps are there. One is physical map and one more is political map. See, this is the physical map of India. So when we see a physical map, so we can see a different physical features. What are the physical features we can see in the physical map? So we can see a mountains, valleys, deserts, plains, rivers, forest, and many other things we can see a physical map of India. All these physical features form a natural boundary of our country. All these physical features such as the mountains or valleys or plains or deserts, so all these physical features form the natural boundary of our country, and it is separating the India from the neighboring countries. For example, Himalayan mountain, it is separate the Nepal from the India. If Sri Lanka and Maldives are the island neighbors, so the oceans are separated the island neighbors. Like that, so the physical features formed a natural boundary of our country, and it is separated India from the neighboring countries. Okay, and however, each state, each state of our country, how many states we have? 28 states. So each state, see, this is the political map of India. So each state of our country has a distinctive cultures, language, art, craft, and food. So these culture, language, art, craft, and food that make it a diverse of our country, diversity of our country. And also the people of the each regions developed their distinctive language. Each region, how each the people of the each region developed their languages. Why they developed their languages? To express their feelings, and their art and literature. For example, Kalhana wrote Rajatarangini, Kautilya wrote Arthashastra. So like that, so the art and literature is also based on the experiences of the people who had lives in the areas. For example, Kalhanas wrote Rajatarangini literature. So this Rajatarangini gives us in brief information about the history of the Kashmir. Okay, so like that, so the art and literature was based on the experience of that people who had lived in the areas, and their food habits. If you compare to, if you in South India, if you come to Karnataka, so we'll eat ragi ball. If you go to the North India, they will eat more chapati. So like that, so their food habits were also determined by the food and grains. They are determined by the food and spice which they grew. The food habits of the each regions are determined by the crops and spices they grew. And even the occupation of the peoples also determined by the places, geographical factors. For example, those peoples who are living near the seas, they took a occupation as fishing. And those peoples who are living on the river banks or in the plains, so they take a cultivation, means their occupation will be agriculture. And those peoples who are living in the hilly terrain regions, means mountain in the terrain region, so they took a occupation as a cattle rearing. So like that, the occupations also determined by the geographical factors. So in the next class, let us discuss about how the geographical factors are influence the diversity of the places. Let us discuss in the Jammu and Kashmir and Tamil Nadu. So Jammu and Kashmir, it is in the northern part, extreme northern part of India, and Tamil Nadu is the extreme south of India. So in the next class, let us discuss about the Jammu and Kashmir and Tamil Nadu. Thank you.